ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I will be performing two pieces which both take their inspiration from Spanish music. My first piece is an impromptu caprice by the French composer Gabriel Pierne. This piece was written 100 years ago, and at that time Spanish music had a huge influence on French composers. I will follow this with baroque flamenco by the American composer Deborah Henson-Conant. I like how both of these pieces had the same starting point, but were written 100 years apart by composers from two completely different continents. I think it's interesting to see how both composers interpreted the Spanish style of music, and I hope to convey this to you in my performance.
We really were all transported to Spain, I think, and it was lovely that you explained a little bit what was going to happen. I mean, that brings us another living composer, Deborah Henson-Conant, American harpist. She's known as the hip harpist. Did you know that?
Yeah, so her style of writing is very non-traditional to what normal kind of contemporary harpists would have written.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously we can hear the kind of flamenco guitar style almost there in the harp. What can you just explain what other techniques that you were using there?
Yeah, so hitting the soundboard obviously has a kind of drum effect, as you can tell. Blisses with the nails instead of the kind of skin, that's how you get that kind of flamenco guitar feel. And just, yeah, I used a few harmonics and stuff in the first piece, which are like, kind of sound like bells. I really like them.
There was a place where your left hand seemed to be quite flat against the strings. What were you doing there?
Yeah, that was the harmonics, so you have to like cup your hand and yeah.
Now you've been in the competition before, I believe, Paige, have you?
Yeah, so I originally came here for the primary school and I've been doing secondary school from first year really.
Does it get easier as you go on or more difficult?
I think it gets easier to perform, I think. I remember in first year when I was playing, or even in primary school, I would be like so incredibly nervous, but I think like as time goes on you get less nervous and you kind of just learn to enjoy it more.
Yeah, well, you looked really composed up there. You passed your grade 8 with distinction last year, amazing. What are your plans, what comes next?
I'm kind of not really working towards any grade at the moment. I'm just kind of increasing my repertoire, but hopefully I can do an ATCL diploma in the future.
Well, best of luck, and it was wonderful to hear the harp on stage. Thank you, Paige MacDonald.